What's up, you guys? Operation Gamer here. I know this isn't my typical POV place, I should say. But let's just say I went for a walk. I was gonna start a vlog. I don't know if I'm gonna upload it or not, but I want to talk about something, like real quick. A quick POV video. I want to talk about depression and how it feels when someone feels alone. Guys, I've been, honestly, for as long as I can remember, I've been in a huge state of depression. Not in a big suicidal type state of depression. That's the part when you actually need to find, like, help. But, like, here's my perspective on depression. It sucks, guys. How I would describe my kind of depression would probably be, thinking you're invisible, people always thinking they're better than you, and that I'm always alone, basically. That's how I would describe my state of depression, but I feel like everyone has their own type of depression. It's the same feeling, but just for different reasons, and it is not a good thing, guys. The best way to get rid of depression would honestly be to talk to someone, and that is the biggest flaw that I have, is I can't talk to people. I can't do it, and it's really fucking hard for me. Basically, how I would describe it is, I don't think anyone else will get it. And I don't think that, like, I don't know if I can fix it. Because depression lowers my self-esteem, and it makes me believe that I don't know how to fix it. I don't know how I can fix it. I don't know what to do, basically. That's what, like, drives me a lot. And, I just can't believe it. Like, it's hard for me, guys, honestly. And my biggest thing is that I have people who will sometimes ignore me, or feel like that, maybe they're not ignoring me per se, but I feel like they're ignoring me. I just feel like it. Like, sometimes when you're in a state of depression, you just, like, you're more vulnerable, and freaking, it's more easy for you to assume that it's more easy for you to assume the worst, basically. Like, you assume that maybe some people are ignoring you, but maybe they're actually busy. But I've been having that feeling for a while. I've been feeling like people have been ignoring me. I've been feeling like people have been just, like, I try to start a conversation with people, and it doesn't exactly go in my favor. Like, they never answer me back. They never, it's just like, and it just, already being depressed and sad a lot, it lowers my self-esteem, and it makes it harder for me wanting to try, basically, is what I would call it. There's really no, I really don't know what, like, a main question would be about this, but, like, let's just say it's just, like, it's hard. But I know everyone's, like, they get depressed in different ways. And basically, every time they become more vulnerable, they basically start having thoughts of hurting or killing themselves. And that's a hard thing. I've had a couple suicides this year because of depression and suicidal thoughts, and it's not easy for them or the actual relatives that, like, how do you say, like, the actual relatives for the child, basically, or the guy, or the girl, or whatever. But yeah, it sucks. It's not an easy thing to go through, and a lot of people get help. Oh crap, that's it. That's the camera. Is that the camera, or is that the camera? Okay, sorry, I'm being an idiot. Anyway, this helps my depression a lot. Talking and venting about it to a camera or maybe even a friend every once in a while. But I guess the whole thing is like you get it in different ways. And I've just been having a hard time to deal with it, okay? I'm becoming more depressed and more vulnerable because there are people leaving my school. There have been a lot of people leaving my school like year after year. I know, it's like they're graduating, they're growing up, they're moving on with their lives. And I don't want to be left behind, basically. And these are the thoughts that always go through my head every time I'm in a state of depression. I don't want to be left behind. I don't want to be seen as just the guy who you just passed by in the hallway. And that's how I feel when some people like don't message me back or just like maybe ignore me or something like that. I feel like, okay, I'm being left behind. I'm no longer a part of this person's life. And that sucks for me. It sucks really bad for me. And I don't know how to fucking deal with it. Another way that I would basically describe my depression is everyone thinks they're like fucking better than I am. And I guess that's a normal feeling. Like, but I wouldn't really call this, I would call it partway jealousy, but I wouldn't call it complete jealousy. Because I know that it doesn't matter who's better than who. But like, when people just pound it and keep pounding it until it gets in your head and it just repeats and repeats in your head, and you know that inside, you know that, fuck, dude, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who's better than who, and you know that, but it just keeps pounding at you, like a fucking prisoner trying to get out of a jail cell. I come up with the worst metaphors, I swear to God. It causes you to think, wait, maybe this is actually real. Maybe this is actually show off. Anyway, sorry. Maybe you think like, fuck, dude. Maybe they're right, maybe they're wrong. It depends on how you swing it. But like, I always feel like I'm left behind and fucking everyone thinks they're better than I am. Especially recently, just like, I haven't been, like, I tried out for advanced drama and I fucking killed it. And I wasn't able to get in. I didn't get in for some odd reason. But another person who I didn't, like, I'm not going to say their name, that I really didn't think should have gotten in, got in. And I feel like, wow, great. Now someone is going to be a fucking cocky-ass motherfucker. And just like all that kind of stuff. And then it also swings the same way, because for the last 2 years I've been trying out for the talent show, because I actually have a fucking talent. I don't get in, but there's this other kid who does, and always thinks he's better at everyone in music than everyone, and it pisses me off. And then there's this other kid who like fucking grinds on me just because I'm bad at some video games and shit. Basically, they're attacking at my 3 fucking passions, basically: music, drama, and video games. And I feel like if I'm being attacked by all 3 directions and I'm not good at any of it. It's like, what the fuck's the point? That's where the depression comes in. Be like, what's the point if I'm just gonna be grinded down because I'm not good at something? What's the fucking point? And yes, I'll admit, I've had some suicidal thoughts, but I'm not gonna go through and do it, because I know it's not the right way. It's not the right way to go. It just it makes you seem more weak. Like you weren't strong enough to handle any problems like that. And so you're just gonna end it all. That's not the, I don't feel like that's the right way to go. I'll probably do that in like a different POV video. Maybe I'll do one on suicide and stuff like that. That one might get hardcore and deep, but it's about depression. But that's how it mostly causes suicidal thoughts. And it's hard for me to deal with it, because I want to deal with my problems. I want to say, hey, I'm having a problem with this, blah, blah, blah. But the thing is, I don't want to make enemies. And I feel like I can't talk about my problems, because even though, like, I don't want to create drama, basically. And I feel like that person's going to hate me even if I talk about it. It's like maybe if I go up to my group of friends and go, guys, I really, like, I feel like you guys are just ignoring me. Like, that, no, I feel like no one here is going to talk to me. And I know it's not what you say, but it's how you say it. And I feel like if I say it, then it's going to sound pissy and bitchy and angry. And then people are going to start hating me. And I don't want to do that. I don't want people to hate me. I guess that's my big problem, is I don't know how to communicate that well. So, I'm always thrown in a state of depression. Okay, well that's my personal story on my depression and stuff like that. But how do I deal with it? I guess there's the big question. How do you deal with depression? I guess the biggest way you can deal with your state of depression is to know who your true friends are. Know who actually sticks by your side, and know that you're always able to talk to you, even if it's your family, even if your mom is your only true friend. There you go. You have someone to talk to. My problem is I don't know how to communicate. I don't know how to, as a lot of people say, open up. And I guess that's how it's. But moral of the story is, know who your true friends are and who you can talk about it with, because you're never alone. You're never, ever alone. There's always someone who feels almost the exact same way as you. Even if it's in the same city, same town, same state, same country, or different countries. There's someone out there who feels the way that you do. Just know that you're not alone, and you do have true friends that will always stick by your side. My true friends have to include, like, Alex, Kaylin, Jesse, even my brother sometimes. And I've had trust issues, and it's hard for me to talk about them firsthand. But you can't be afraid. Just know that you're never alone, and you have those true friends who will always stick by you. That's basically it, guys. Like, that's the full ramble about depression that I really wanted to talk about. And as I said, it is hard. It's hard. I understand that. But you're never alone. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys like this, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Did you guys doing that YouTube? Follow me on Twitter at OperationGamer1, all that cool stuff. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.